Try it again. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to council chambers. We'll start this evening with a roll call by Fran Donaldson.
Councilmembers Lorette.
Present.
Fitzgerald.
Present.
Nutvig.
Present.
Shahadi.
Present.
Bynum.
Present.
Roby.
Present.
Lang.
Present.
All present, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Fran. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we'll ask Mr. Dwayne Hopkins, Tom Spread, Jeanette Phillips, and Osama Shahade, and Phil Fitzgerald to join me at the lectern, and we will have us perform the swearing-in ceremony. Just kind of gather around me here as you can. Doing good. I will ask you to repeat after me as I told you when I asked to say aye. Everybody in unison, state your name. City of Muscatine Oath of Office, I
Dwayne Hopkins,
Jeanette Phillips.
do solemnly swear that I will support the constitutions of the United States and the state of Iowa,
support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my ability, discharge all the duties of council members and mayor in the city of Muscatine, Iowa, as now or hereafter required by law. Wonderful. Thank you very much. And I'm going to ask you to sign the City of Muscatine Oath of Office here, and we'll start with Dwayne. Get this out of the way. Wonderful. Thank you. And if you would like to go ahead, or you want to wait for your people, but shake hands with council people. The next one up, Grant, is, who is this one? Osama is here next.
Congratulations, Happy. Yeah, welcome aboard.
Congratulations.
Good, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Phil.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Phil.
Wait a minute. Hey.
Thanks for your service.
Jeanette Phillips.
You're welcome. Thank you. And again,
Congratulations.
thanks, Phil.
Welcome aboard. Yeah, look forward to it.
I can shake your hand first.
Yes, you bet.
Thank you.
I forgot to say raise your right hand.
I knew that.
Yeah, you
I
should have
knew
kicked
that.
me right away. I always do that. Tom?
Well, hi.
Okay.
We got all
Congratulations,
And
neighbor. I don't know exactly where you live yet.
we have to clap for Osama.
Figured out.
I guess you can say it.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. And if you would like, shake hands with council members.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
I'm warming up your chair.
Well, thank you very much.
Good luck.
Do my best.
Tom, welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Got to do it again.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah, a few. Welcome. Thank you, board. Phil. Congratulations.
Welcome back.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
It's not official until somebody notarizes them. Somebody has to notarize it.
Sit down.
Dustin, we'll wait for
I
that.
will tomorrow.
Okay.
I thank you, everybody, and at this time, I have the pleasure to swear in Mr. Dustin Garner. He is a new addition to our police officer force. So Dustin, thank you so very much for being here, and we'll start right off with I
Dustin Garner,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the constitutions of the United States and the state of Iowa,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully and impartially,
that I will faithfully and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of police officer
discharge all the duties of police officer
in the city of Muscatine, Iowa,
in the city of Muscatine, Iowa,
as now or hereafter required by law.
as now or hereafter required by law.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, and would you please sign? Wonderful, and would you shake hands with council? Of course, sir. Thank you. There's one thing that I always do, or do not do, when I swear people in. I never ask them to raise their right hand,
Congratulations.
as I should.
You did.
Does that mean we have to do it over again, Mayor?
That means we have to do it over again.
Closed session. On his own.
Now, is there anyone else in council chambers this evening that would like to speak to council concerning an item that is not on tonight's agenda? If so, please do so at this time. Bill Phelan.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm Bill Phelan from the Muscatine Chamber of Commerce, and I just wanted to come here on behalf of the Chamber and thank you, Mayor, for the many, many things that you have done on your leaving tonight. I want to congratulate you on that, and thank you very much for everything you've done for our community. For the City Council folks that are leaving, I want to pass along that same congratulations and that same thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you. You've been a big, big help for our community. You've certainly contributed a lot. And as you leave, I think you can feel honored that you have served a duty well done.
Thank you.
To the incoming folks, new mayor, new city council representatives, I'd like to welcome you and tell you that the Chamber of Commerce is really looking forward to working with you for the betterment of Muscatine. So thank you for running and congratulations. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much, Bill. Those are very kind words indeed. Is there anyone else that would like to speak with members of council? No one else? We will move on. Is there a motion to approve the minutes for the City Council regular meeting, December 1, 2011, and B, the in-depth meeting of December 8, 2011?
So moved, Your Honor.
Moved by Osama.
Second, Your Honor.
Discussion? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Is there a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda, which includes items A, 8 through A, 8A, and 12, 8 through E, and tonight's bills?
So moved, Your Honor.
Moved by Jerry.
Second.
Second by
Mark.
Mark. Discussion? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Under petitions and communications, that is 7-8, okay. Request for class, Fran, is this one, this is a live one, right? This one is correct,
Not
okay.
8B.
8,
B and C on.
okay, but 8A is,
Oh, you've read that.
we've already done that one, okay, off of the other one there. B is okay? Read that one.
Just change the dates to 2/12 is all.
Okay, that's fine. Presented for City Council's consideration is a request for approval to close Weed Park and portions of city streets for the 2012 HNI Corporation Family Fun Day and Picnic. The city has received a request to close Weed Park and portions of streets surrounding the park for the annual HNI Company Picnic for Sunday, August 19, 2012, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. In addition to the closure of Weed Park, the Aquatic Center will also be closed that day. Setup will begin Saturday afternoon, August 18, 2011, but the ballpark will be closed and the Aquatic Center will still be open to the general public. Let me read that so that it's correct. I don't think it's right. August 18th, 2011, but the park will not be closed and the Aquatic Center will still be open to the general public. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Moved by Scott,
Second, Your Honor.
second by Osama. Discussion. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Presented for City Council's consideration is a request from the Mellon City Bike Club to close Weed Park to vehicular traffic on Sunday, May 27, 2012, from 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. for the 34th Annual Mellon City Criterium Bike Race. This annual event, which draws hundreds of bicyclists, have been endorsed by the Recreation Advisory Commission. It is staff's recommendation this request be approved. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So move, Your Honor.
Moved by Di. Second?
Second, Your Honor.
Second by Phil. Discussion? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. From the mayor's section, is there a motion to approve the appointment of Kelly Rushford to the Arts Center Board of Trustees?
So moved, Your Honor.
Moved by Phil.
Second.
Second by Mark. Discussion? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. From the city administrator, presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution accepting completed work performed for the boiler replacement at the Clark House and authorizing final payment. On October 20, 2011, City Council awarded a contract to Boucher Plumbing and Heating Incorporated in the amount of $29,600 for the replacement of 4 boilers at the Clark House. All work associated with the contract has been completed. It is staff's recommendation the work be accepted and final payment authorized to the contractor. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So move, Your Honor.
Second,
Moved
Your
by
Honor.
Diane
Second, Your Honor.
and second by Scott. This is a roll call, ladies and gentlemen, but discussion? No discussion? Diane?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Phil?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
Bob Bynum?
Aye.
And Osama.
Aye.
That motion carries 7-0. Presented for City Council's consideration is a resolution setting a public hearing to extend the term of an agricultural lease. Over the last 20-plus years, the city has leased a portion of the airport property for agricultural use. After determining that the current leaseholder is still interested in farming the airport property, staff negotiated a proposed extension of the existing lease. New lease rate, consideration of the property that has been removed from the agricultural use, and property being utilized for the growth of non-cash crops incorporated. Prior to formal action by City Council, a public hearing is required. This hearing will take place on Thursday, January 5, 2012 at 7 p.m. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Moved by Scott,
Second, Your Honor.
second by Osama. Discussion, this is also a roll call. Scott,
Aye.
Osama,
Aye.
Bob Bynum.
Aye.
Diane.
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
and Phil.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. Item C is deleted, council. Item D is also deleted from tonight's action. Item E, presented for City Council's consideration, is a request to approve a professional services agreement related to airport pavement maintenance. The Federal Aviation Administration has identified airfield maintenance as the project being considered for funding in fiscal year 2012 under the Airport Improvement Program. The city continues to utilize Anderson Bogert for design and consulting services for projects at the airport. It is staff's recommendation the professional services agreement with Anderson Bogert be approved in the amount of $27,027. Is there a motion to adopt the request as submitted?
So moved.
Moved by Mark,
Second, Your Honor.
second by Phil. Discussion. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Presented for City Council's consideration is a request to amend the Blue-White Bargaining Unit Agreement to allow for a change in titles. Lead workers will now fall under one classification. The Maintenance Worker 1 position at Kent Stein will be reclassified as an Athletic Facility Specialist, and the lift station operator will be reclassified as a lift station mechanic. This request is being made to enhance flexibility in the department structures and to better reflect the actual work of the positions. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So move, Your Honor.
Moved by Diane.
Second, Your Honor.
Who was second? I missed it.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Everybody.
Discussion.
Would that change the salary of these positions, or they will maintain the same?
Pay is not affected. This is merely a title change. It does allow us more flexibility, and any changes or reorganizations would be brought forward to the council during the budget.
Thank you.
For the discussion, council, anybody? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. Presented for City Council's consideration is a request to approve the annual financial report for the fiscal year ending June 30, 2011. The city's audit committee met recently with representatives of the city's auditing firm to review the city's comprehensive annual financial report, which referred to as CAFR, management letter, and summary report. It is staff's recommendation that the City Council approve the CAFR. Is there a motion to approve the request as submitted?
So moved, Your Honor.
Moved by Phil,
Second. Nope.
second by Osama. Discussion.
I would just say that the audit committee met, reviewed these documents, and found them all in order, and the finance department has once again done an excellent job.
And anybody else, council? Any other comments? Nothing? Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries 7-0. We will now skip on down to communication from council members. Is that where you want to make your presentation, Jerry, on the communication? Okay. Communication from council members. We'll start with Mark.
Thank you, Mayor. Two things, really. First, I'd like to thank you, Mayor, and Diane and Jerry for your service. Basically reiterate the comments that Bill made. It's been a pleasure working with you, and I look forward to working with Tom and Jeanette and Hoppy. Second thing, since we won't be up here again until next year, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a safe and happy New Year.
Thank you very much, Mark. Phil?
I'd like to echo Mark's comments, but I'd also like to point out that I've enjoyed the mayor's company on council all these years. So
Thank you very much, Phil. Thank you. All right. Scott?
I'm next, I guess.
Yes,
yeah,
you are.
I'm the third to say that I think we have three very dedicated public servants going off council tonight. And just a little quick math, I think collectively they have over 30 years on council. And I want to thank them for their service. That's you and the two council members, and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Scott.
Thank you.
Well, it's going to sound redundant here with everybody else, but we're going to lighten this room up a little bit here. I hope Tom Spread doesn't speak as much as Jerry does during the comments, so that will be. However, with that being said, I have to take this opportunity and thank Jerry, Diane, and yourself, Mayor, here. It was a pleasure working with all of you here, with you for the last 8 years, with Diane and Jerry for the last 4. We hope we will continue to have good things to happen in Muscatine here, as you always said. So it was a pleasure. Thank you very much, and happy holidays to all.
Thank you very much, Osama.
Osama, you may be one of my 12 cherished moments here.
I doubt
I was
it.
thinking I'm all 12, but I will leave it at that, so that's fine.
Albino.
Your Honor, I specifically want to thank all three of you for all your services and times that
Thank you.
you've gone through, especially the budget series that we have every year that seemingly goes on and on and on like the Energizer Bunny. But it takes skills, it takes knowledge, and all three of you have that, and we certainly appreciate the effort that you've all made towards the city of Muscatine.
Thank you very much, Bob. Diane.
Should I thank myself? Oh, no, I guess I Thank you, Mayor, for being a leader for our community and serving very, very well for 16 years. I've enjoyed immensely my peers the last 4 years and working together on council. And I'm not saying that I would anticipate doing that again at some point in time, because the community has served you by electing me, provided me with tremendous amount of knowledge about this community that I didn't have before. So I'd love the opportunity to do it again sometime. But in the meantime, I'm going to defect to the top 12 cherished memories from Jerry Langs.
Are you sure you want to?
Not necessarily, but sincerely, thank you very much, community.
Okay, Jerry.
May I go to the speaker's stand?
Certainly, certainly.
That should be good.
First of all, I have to issue a disclaimer. The city administrator, Greg, has said that the city would issue a disclaimer for anything I say this evening. The city of Muscatine does not endorse, approve, understand, otherwise offer remedies should anyone disagree with my opinions. And we're ready. These are in the order of bottom to the top. Most important would be last. City officials order my retaining wall be removed from the city right-of-way by using a series of photos showing violations of the right-of-way ordinance around our town. My request to build the wall was approved by the council. Since this event, the no obstructions in the right-of-way ordinance is often referred to by city officials as the Lang Ordinance. And I guess anything might go now on those right-of-ways. Okay. The Muscatine Fire Department invited city council members to observe and possibly participate in a practice fire drill utilizing a condemned home. I was brave. I suited up, entered the burning house, fell to the floor, and quickly became disoriented as smoke swirled around me. Chief Dalby, who also was on the floor, yelled, "Grab my hand." I did, and he pulled me to safety. I rode home in a city ambulance after a cursory examination. That was a scary thing, that really. Once in a while, Phil offers to agree with me, and once in a while, I reciprocate by agreeing with Phil. Isn't it great that we can live in a country where we can agree to disagree? I'm not sure Phil may miss me. City officials suggested we begin selling permits for alcohol consumption in our city parks. Initially, council members seemed to be favorable to the idea, but I was opposed. After hearing from many constituents, council members vetoed the recommendation and the parks remain officially dry. They are family locations. The City Council gives approval to shoot to kill Bambi and his relatives, who are town residents. After that, I decided to move to the country, where there are lots of Bambis. And every night I watch the highway closely. The no smoking ban at the Muscatine recreational locations was approved by the City Council even before the Iowa legislature passed its public area smoking ban. I'm glad to have had the opportunity to begin council discussions with some other folks involved regarding the deadly effects of secondhand smoke. And I believe as strongly today as I did then about the dangers of smoking. Once Mayor O'Brien and I engaged in a lively discourse on individual rights. He suggested I had the right of silence. I responded by declaring my right to engage in a personal talkathon. Remember that, Dick?
I said, do you remember that?
Do I remember? Yes, I do. I certainly do, Jerry. I should have won that. In 2003, I presented a slideshow to the council to promote improving Cedar Street, stressing the danger to pedestrians walking along the shoulder and also the heavy traffic congestion at times. Finally, construction has begun to greatly improve this street, with completion scheduled, I hope, for 2013, 2014, if the money is available. Recently, a friend referred to Cedar Street as the Lang Expressway. I like that. I had to put that in because it was true. Grain Processing's long-awaited announcement of its multi-million-dollar plant addition as well as renovation at its present facilities was welcome news to the council. The building program should result in a greatly reducing the level of particulate contamination in Muscatine's air, and we all welcome their plan. Annexation discussions have finally begun. This process should benefit both city and across the bypass residents if and when a fair and equitable agreement can be reached. There has to be some give and take on both sides. Annexation is the only solution to Muscatine's long-term growth stagnation. During the last 4 years on the Muscatine City Council, I am proud to note the city's portion of the tax rate decreased from $16.52 per $1,000 in 2007, 2008 to $15.72 in 2010, 2012, and 2011, 2012. A 4.5 decrease in the property tax rate. While the tax rate was decreased, core city service levels have been maintained. And I know people complain about city taxes and how they go up, but actually the city had very little to do with tax increases during that period of time. It was the state and
the the school district and the county had more to do with the increases. My swan song, please consider naming the red light speed camera operating system in my honor as the Jerry Lang Red Light Districts. And a farewell to my decorations. We wish you a Merry Christmas. I'm getting a little bit. Anyway, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I did this for 50 years. It was a labor of love, but it's not over. I have moved most of what was there to my new home, which is at 3486 Big Sky Drive in the River Station addition. I'd welcome people to come. The neighborhood is well lighted, not just my home. But it's a ways out there. It's not as convenient as going up and down Mulberry. But it's still there, but in a different location. And finally, am I within 10 minutes, Mayor?
You take your time.
Okay. Then I have another page.
That scares you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Scares me.
Here's us.
Who said that? Well, it's been an honor to serve as a public servant, 8 years on the council. I think I brought a different viewpoint as a member of the council. And I think I served that viewpoint well. I would like to have continued on the council, but because I did move, I'm no longer eligible. So I'm glad you have a great replacement in Tom. I will keep an eye on what the council's doing, and if I happen to appear here, you know there's something wrong. But thank you very much.
Thanks to you, Jerry. Good job. Greg.
Just a quick comment, Your Honor. I'd like to echo the council comments as well. It's been a pleasure and it's an honor to have worked with you for the past little over 2 years, and as well as council members Roby and Lang. It's been a pleasure and an honor. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg. Ms. Fran, do you have anything?
It's been great working with you,
Thank you.
and I'm going to miss you, Mayor.
Well, thank you.
Put it on the end day once in a while.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll be calling you every morning at 8:30 to make sure you're okay.
Make sure I'm on my feet, huh? Okay.
Fran, how about us?
Well, I can do that.
Thank you. I really didn't think you'd take the full 10, but you did. And you got over a little bit, huh?
That's okay. That's not unusual.
This is a little unusual for me to walk up here at a council meeting, but after Jerry made his remarks from his nice chair, I kind of had the feeling that maybe I should make a few remarks here. You know, everyone has been so kind and so upbeat for me. You have certainly made me feel very good. I just want to tell you that yes, I have been the mayor here for 16 years, as you know. This all started to happen back somewhere, it seems to me, back in Dallas, Texas. I retired from BMW, the automobile manufacturer. And when I retired, we had to make a decision. Where would we live? Would we stay in Dallas in the fast pace, or shall we go here? I was born here, grew up here. My parents were still here. We came to Muscatine intending to play golf and cut the grass, nothing more. That lasted for a very short time, and then it seems as though some of my very special friends, at their urging and through a set of circumstances of moves where Jeanette became the mayor, we had an opening in the 3rd Ward. I came down, became involved with the politics of the 3rd Ward, and 2 years later at the council. Those who were, I think this is worth mentioning because pressure you have never had. My first great friend, Evelyn Shalin, got involved and insisted that I become involved in city business. Randy Hill, great friend of mine, brought me down here one night when we knew there was going to be an opening and council was going to say, anyone out there like to finish this term? Randy not only asked me to come down, brought me down here, sat over in those seats, and made sure that I did all the right things. Well, the right things turned out to be a long, long time. The other member of that group of three that urged me to run for council and ultimately for mayor was my very special second cousin, Ralph Fries. He was a long time member of city council. It seems as though every time we get together, we always want to talk about the plus things. The plus things that have happened here, and I'm not going to bore you with all, you know these things, what they are. My thoughts go immediately to the riverfront. I'm very proud of the riverfront. I think that our accomplishments down there were well put together. All of the work that we did was very well done, and that riverfront remains a focal point for all of us in Muscatine, but certainly for downtown. And Laura is sitting here. I promised her today that I would mention her name and along with her name, mine, for bringing the Blue Barrels to Muscatine, Iowa. Good job, Laura.
No, thank you, Mayor, but it's your program.
Oh, yes.
You told me if it goes good, it's yours.
It's mine. It's working all right? It's working all right? I did it. I like the ones that are kind of humorous. I wondered when I walked into that office, Hoppy, probably you will do the same thing. I wonder if my telephone will ever ring. Or I wonder if anyone even knows that I am here. It wasn't too long, it was about 2 weeks later after a council meeting, and I had a telephone call, and this kind of set the pace. It was a lady who said, Mayor O'Brien, and I said, yes, ma'am. She said, I want to tell you something. Why don't you read and memorize the agenda like you're supposed to? I think you're ignorant. I didn't even have a chance to say thank you for calling. So I thought that kind of set the pace a little bit, and there were a few other things. A man came in shortly after that, and he was very angry with me because I wouldn't return his telephone calls. And the girl said, that was most unlike me. Would you please give me your telephone number and your name? And he said, no. And he left it at no. He would not give us his name and his telephone number, and he was still angry with me. Another time we had another gentleman I liked it. Some of these are just my favorites. They came in, needed a landing permit for a UFO. They were going to be here for a special reason. I sent him to see Larry Wolf, who was then with us. Larry gave him a landing permit. Had her type it up, gave him the landing permit. Really fun things happen along with all the serious work that takes place in this building. And I want to tell you that not only do we have an excellent city administrator, I think we have the greatest staff, city staff. I don't know about the others. I don't know what anyone else does. I think we are blessed with the best city staff that could possibly exist. And I think that we have had, year by year by year, wonderful city councils. There are changes coming up now. I know that this council faces serious hard work for their budget hearings that are coming up. They're going to be very, very difficult, but you know, they will survive. They will come up with a budget, it will be balanced, and we will move on. So thanks, guys, for all you have done, all I know you are going to do in the future. So it's been a great 16 years for me. It's been a lot of fun for me. And we've accomplished a lot of things. I didn't even mention that we are going to have a new ice skating rink down on the riverfront. That liner is now, as I would understand, Rich, in our possession. So if we can get some ice put together, and I hope not, Rich, I'm sorry, but if we can get some ice put together, we will have an ice skating rink on the riverfront. So, good things. I always like to say that good things are happening in Muscatine, and I believe that. I think that for all my time here at City Council, really good things have happened, and I know they're going to continue to happen. So if you have time tomorrow or next week, you want to talk, give me a call. I really do return my telephone calls. So thank you very much, everybody. It's really been a pleasure working with you, and certainly with all members of City Council. I think you're terrific. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. That's the reason I have been on council and as a mayor for that so long. It's because of you, the people of Muscatine. Thank you again. Okay, where are we? Fran, you had nothing else. All right. Is there a motion to enter closed sessions to discuss property acquisition?
So moved.
Moved by Osama.
Second.
Second by Scott. Roll call. Osama?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
Diane?
Aye.
And Bob?
Aye.
Motion carries. We will now, council will go into closed session to discuss property acquisition. Thank you again so very, very much for being here with us.
Need signatures.
Hey, that did it.
You need signatures.
Even though I can't have people.